Hello, today I'm going to do some wet painting. If you're going to join me, we'll need some paintbrushes, jar of water or two, some inks. I've got acrylic ink and watercolour ink, whatever you've got to hand. Some watercolour paint. I've got the Winsor & Newton Cotman series, and some watercolour pencils if you've got them. Or even just watercolour paints are fine. If you don't have the rest, it will still work. So I'm working on 300 GSM cold press watercolour paper, A3 size. If you don't have this, cartridge paper will do, any thick paper. So I'm going to start by painting some shapes. So I'm putting just water down now. I need to get it really wet, the area which I'm painting. If you're more confident in doing so, you can very gently in pencil draw these out and choose some colours I like. I think I'm going to start with warm colours. I'm going to get the brush very wet with lots of paint on, so I'm using a red, and I think I'm going to use some yellow too. I recommend, if you're doing this for the first time, you stick with either warm or cool colours, so either reds, pinks, yellows, or yellow can be both a warm and a cool colour, or you can use blues and greens and yellows as well. Just thinking in terms of if they mix together, how are they going to look? Popping some ink on, doesn't that look incredible? It just runs inside of the space, but it contains to that space. So just gently, a tiny bit of ink. If you don't have ink, that's fine. Just use more paint, that's fine. And then I'm going to make like a little channel across and do another circle. And then the ink and the paints will gently transfer, will run through that little channel of water into the next shape. So creating like an iridescent looking effect shape. I'm going to add some more. I'm going to try not as much paint this time, let's just try a bit of ink. We'll try some purple, some pink, that looks fantastic. And like I say, work quickly with this because when the water dries it doesn't spread as well, so the key really is putting a lot of water on and then adding on top of it. Or again, if you want, you can just get a bit of paint with lots of water and paint the shape down first and then add more layers on top, more washes. Put some more shapes in maybe. I'm working very intuitively here, make this look a bit like a flower. This whole exercise I'm doing now, for me, this is intuitive. I've not planned anything. I just want to enjoy it and play and have fun, and you should do the same. Just see where it takes you, and this is a great way to start projects. If you're having a bit of a block, this can be your studio time, your creative time. When you do it, just when you create like this, I find I can't help but get inspired from doing it and make different things out. I'm going to use some cool colours now. I'm going to use some blue. I'm keeping it away from the areas where I've got too much red and orange, just so they don't merge in together. But if I use a bit of blue and yellow, then if they mix, we'll get some interesting greeny tones or turquoise tones. It's really nice. I'm going to make one more channel. And like I say, my practice is all about nostalgia and inner child healing. So what I love about starting with this is I work intuitively and I see what comes up organically. So, what does this shape remind me of? Is this like a toy or an animal or a landscape? What is it? It reminds me when I was very young, I used to look at clouds and wood and curtains and just make out different, from abstract patterns, different shapes and imagine what they could be or what they reminded me of. So I think I'll do this now. I'm going to use my watercolour pencils. Again, these aren't essential, but it's a nice touch if you've got them. The colour is so vibrant. I'm just going to move the camera down a bit so you can see. And it's best if you can work onto the surface while it's still a little bit damp. So again, working quite quickly, because when it's damp, this is when we get the lovely vibrant colours. And I'm working mainly with the same colours on top of the colours that are already down there. So yellow on yellow, red or pink or purple on red or pink or purple, orange on orange. You get the idea. staying to that space and a little bit outside, and also not overdoing it. I don't want to go over everything. I'm just going to be selective, choose a few areas which I want to highlight and bring out. And if it's drying a bit, you can pop a little bit of water on top, or if you want the colours really vibrant, you can dip the watercolour pencil straight in the water, which I love doing. I think it's fantastic.
It's been too long now. I think that I want a second guess you, a second guess me, a second guess them. Don't second guess me. Live in the moment, cause we are so free. And in this moment, life is like a dream. Live in the moment, cause we are so free. And in this moment, life is like a dream. So come a little closer, but don't hold your breath.
There we go, and I think I'll just finish off and I will leave that there to dry now. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please drop me a message if you've got any questions. And if you've enjoyed my video, please follow. Thank you.